The ninth key trend that I want to mention to you is a trend that some of the men in the audience might not like. So fasten your seatbelts. I think that the global economic crisis has created new opportunities for women in the world. The question that can be raised, is this the end of the macho male, or is this the end of male-dominated political economic policies in the world? Now, I can say this with tongue in cheek. We can discuss this at a later stage, but let me explain to you what I mean. More than 80% of job losses that have occurred during the course of this recession in the United States have fallen on men. It's men who have lost jobs in the recession. And economic sectors that have been traditionally dominated by men, construction, heavy manufacturing, those sectors have declined much faster than those that have been traditionally dominated by women, public sector employment, healthcare, and education. Men have borne the brunt of this particular economic recession. And in fact, the projections show that by the end of this year, as a result of the global recession, as many as 28 million men are going to be put out of work. Now, that's an astonishing figure indeed, and it does change the perceptions of the role of men in society. Now, those of you might not like this particular point, but the point is this a recession or is it a he-cession? There might be many more unhappy men in this world than women, and it offers an opportunity, I might add, to women to postulate new forms of doing business, perhaps more ethical forms of doing business, if you want to use a cliche that women are supposedly more ethical. I'm not quite sure that they are, but still, it offers women a chance to put themselves forward in the workplace. And there are some very interesting studies that have been done, I might add, of banks and financial institutions where a higher preponderance of women in the employment of a particular bank in France has shown that the bank has performed substantially better than other banks where in fact there's been a higher preponderance of men in senior positions. Now, I don't know how scientific it all is, but still, it's a question that I raise as a trend going forward. And here's a trend. Take these two women that I put on the screen. How many of you can perhaps identify these two women on the screen? The lady on the right is the recently elected Prime Minister of Iceland, a country that went into economic freefall for that matter, and there was a tremendous reaction against the sitting politicians in Iceland. Iceland elected a female head of state. In fact, I might add, she is the first openly gay female head of state in the world, the Icelandic premier. The lady on the left, in fact, is the newly elected leader of Lithuania. Again, women are being elected now to senior positions across the world. Angela Merkel, recently re-elected, for that matter, in Germany. So, does this indicate that there is a chance, perhaps, for women to reassert themselves in this global crisis that could be blamed upon men? I don't know, but I'll put it forward as a theory for you to think about and perhaps discuss.